YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage back on Total War Rome 2, and we are back in the Athens campaign. It's been a couple days since I showed it, because I was not really in the best position to get a bunch of recording done at the beginning of this week, because I just gotten home from my business trip and was trying to get some time in with the family. So yeah, just trying to get things done there. So I will get it back on schedule here, though, and we'll get it finished. Right now, we've got Sparta under a lot of pressure. They've just got Messenia. I thought we had taken Messenia. This doesn't look like the right save file to me. It is not. Yeah, it's not. How about that? I didn't actually save it. The autosave is going to be what I have to load to. That was brilliant. And it looks like... yeah, the autosave is even behind where I left off. Brilliant! It's always nice when you don't save your game. Make sure I didn't actually save it somewhere else. I didn't. Genius. Yeah, that's what I get for being stupid. So anyway, let's resume the game. And we'll just pick up. Usually the autosave saves right before the end of a turn, so I must have been just about the end of my turn, so that's what we'll do. And we'll retake Messenia. You all got to see me take it last time, and we'll just kind of finish off the remaining Spartan territories and see if we can get them to capitulate. And of course we were on our way to go fight, I guess, Corinthos. They have kind of a renewed effort going. We'll see, though, if we can persuade them to cease fighting. Persuade them with a spear, preferably. Okay, hidden agents exposed, that's no big deal. Alright, we had our army here in a raiding stance, which is great. We'll just try and see if we can force the Spartans out into a battle. We can now take Messenia. And I'm going to auto-resolve it because I already fought this on the last episode. So, take them out. They killed an awful lot of my Hippeus there, which is pretty frustrating. Wow. Got so many buildings here. Wow, that's a lot of wealth, though, from subsistence. But I've already got so much wealth from subsistence that it's probably not any good for me to continue driving that. I think I've got enough food. More than enough, actually. So let's go ahead and tear that building down at Messenia. And I'm going to go ahead and spend some of my money to upgrade here. That's just extra money. Why not? Got Olympia handled. I wonder if I get a penalty for taking Ellis away from Ellis. Or if it's just for, like, the 3 major factions. Like, or 4, however many they are. Duffy. What do I do with my... oh, here it is. I knew I had an army up in this vicinity. Let's go ahead and march forward to stand with Macedon. Get ready to try and push back against Corinthos. Ellis actually has quite a few troops up here. Not something I want to just go running into. Plus, they'll have a pretty decent garrison force. So I'd kind of like to screw with them a little with my agents, weaken them up some. A lot of light hoplites, not particularly good units. They got some Thracian skirmishers and stuff, though, I need to be careful of, because I'm just fielding light cavalry here, which is not a particularly powerful counter to skirmishers. My agents should be in agent mode here. I can't put this guy into that mode. Oh, I can't deploy on this turn, so whatever, we'll try it again later. And we should just go ahead and upgrade that farm too while we have some money. So what do I get from this? Wealth from commerce, so that's also good. It would last through the winter, plus it gives me food. It does give me a negative impact to public order, though. And I don't have a particularly large amount of public order here. I do have this temple, though, that could... well, what do you wealth from industry? Well, that should be wealth from industry as well. Wealth from subsistence. Just trying to get a handle on all this wealth from culture. Interesting. Not sure that I want to upgrade that Caploy, or however you say it right now. Don't know that that's in my best interest at the moment. Let's take this spy over here to... well, actually, we already have a spy that way. Come back. We'll bring the spy back down here towards Sparta. And we'll want to go from Messenia and go ahead and take Pylos. And at that point, we'll ask for Sparta's surrender, especially if they send this army out to attack me and we defeat it, we should be able to coerce them into surrender at that point, I would think. I mean, factions in the main campaign will usually capitulate to you under terms like that. Again, my income's looking pretty good. I have quite a few armies. Some of you have said you probably need one up north or something to watch out for Persia. Persia is gaining a lot of steam here, and it's definitely a concern. I don't know exactly how this campaign plays out, though, and I'm kind of hesitant to drop my income any lower at the moment until I secure things over here. So we'll just play this out a little and be patient, kind of see how things go. Public order, though, in Thrace is pretty good, so let's go ahead and just build this trench mine, get a little bit of extra income, not from subsistence off that. That should be helpful. And honestly, I think we can just go ahead and end the turn here. The Ocean League's still alive. Corinth has a whole lot of crap going on down there for such a depleted faction at this point, but it looks like Epirus potentially had an invasion fleet on the way for Corinth's little island settlement out there that they took from me early on. Indeed they do. Looks like Epirus is getting pretty serious about knocking them out. That would be great. I'm sure we're going to have to deal with the Persians soon enough. Okay, so looks like I had a hero increase in rank, a noble increase in rank, and we have a festival of Adonis. 10 wealth from subsistence, which is good, because that's pretty much where all my wealth comes from, at the moment at least. Faction destroyed, the Aetolian League. That's too bad, I think they actually kind of liked me. But Macedon looks like they're making a move on Thermone, and it looks like Corinth is starving at this point. Or not, yeah, Corinth. And then that is a large transport fleet. But there's enemy fleets around as well, so Epirus is going to have to hope that they don't get thwacked. And we will keep on marching up to support Macedon in their fight against Corinth. So we can go ahead and move up into Corinthian territory here. As well, help our allies while we're at it. Great. I'm going to have some excellent military training for my units, so my hoplite's actually growing quite powerful now, which is fantastic. Sparta still has not been enticed to fight me, they're just training troops. And at Messenia, our troops are probably recovered plenty that we could go ahead and go capture Pylos. I think I can even reach it on this turn. We can. And not much of a defense here for Sparta either. So I don't know that that's worth my time. I'll wait, and I think we're going to get a bigger fight in this video, so let's be patient there. Go ahead and occupy Pylos. And it's at this point we can probably ask Sparta for capitulation. And let's see. Let's go down this route here. So let's go into diplomacy here.
I will listen. I cannot say for how long. For matters of state,
let's offer them a peace treaty. Wow, they don't want it.
Olives demand attention.
Sparta has no intention of a peace treaty, even though I have them completely backed into a corner. That's Sparta for you. So I guess they've been programmed to act like they feel, but maybe if we destroy that army, they might feel differently. So let's go ahead and cancel, because I'm not going to give them anything unless they're ready for ultimate surrender, basically. Achaean League, these guys don't like me either. Looks like they're Spartan lovers, I think. Maybe not exactly, but close enough as far as I'm concerned here. Spartans may leave Sparta and try and come after Messenia. That's fine if they do, it'll just give me a chance to destroy them when they come out of their city. And it would be great if Corinth would want to come out and attack me too. I'd love to fight them out in the open. Let's see here.
At your service. I do
So we've poisoned that army up pretty good. They're definitely hurting. Again, they still have all these skirmishers. Man, 7 skirmishers is kind of a big task, and there's even more here. Mercenary Agrionian Axemen.
Ready for battle.
I mean, I have plenty of skirmishers, and they're pretty good, and I have cavalry as well. It just worries me that the enemy could potentially get rid of my cav, and that I would actually end up being in a really bad spot. Ellis does not have a particularly good garrison. I mean, I'm sure I could take him.
Ready for orders.
I feel pretty confident that I could, at least. Let's go ahead and besiege Ellis and see if we can get them to come out against us on open ground. Continue the siege.
To the settlement.
And we have a spy over here. Let's bring them over here, see if we can get over to this area to fight in time. Come on, Sparta. Sparta has been training for a while, but their numbers haven't actually increased. They must be trying to train some decent units that take longer to recruit. That's the only thing I can imagine. Good, public order's growing in that province, that's good. And we need to move this spy up as well. Could potentially be helpful. There's still small Spartan fleets roaming around. It'd be great to hunt them down. I think it would be safe to leave Kythera, though. I don't see huge threats from Spartan fleets at this point. Yeah, I think it would be safe. And the Boeotian League has a large port up there that's going to have to be destroyed as well. So let's go ahead and sail away from Kythera here. We'll see what happens. Alright. Let's take care of my agent upgrades. This agent can get better at temptation.
How can I serve you?
Hire assassins. Cunning, chance of evading enemy agents. Critical success. Let's try that. Bite of the Basilisk. Let's see, so far we can get +5 melee attack. That would give us +10. And then that one gives us melee defense. Resistance to foreign occupation. Huh. That might be handy actually as well. Let's go ahead and go with the melee attack skill. I'll be quite straightforward in my approach there. Corinthos is probably going to pack up and run in front of all of the enemies. Yeah, they're sending agents out to do their bidding, it looks like. Looks like Epros took away Corinth's little island settlement out there, so it should be a simple task of us killing them on the mainland now. Alright, I haven't even taken a look at politics recently. Seems like it's okay for us for now. So I'm not gonna mess with anything in there. Perchance I get it wrong. So the Spartan army actually did just increase there. They've taken on some new troops. I really don't think Sparta feels like it wants to surrender. Ellis decided to just stay besieged. I don't see that being a good decision for them.
They will never know.
Because now I just poison the provisions of this army. And can continue to do so, basically. It's... oh, they can't reinforce or move or act. That's bad. I don't think that means... I don't think they can be reinforced either. It leaves them in a pretty crummy position, that's for sure. Let's do even more sabotage on them. So yeah, we got those guys good and screwed up. Real screwed up. So we can take this settlement from Corinth. They've really got no defense. My Imperium is about to increase. Both from substance, wealth from commerce. Let's try that. We'll throw a market settlement in here. And it probably wouldn't hurt for us to throw something in that's going to really help stabilize the public order. We can afford a little bit of lost food.
My skills are yours.
And let's see if we can get rid of this enemy agent. I wonder if we can... We got a pretty good chance of manipulating them. Probably would at least hinder them. Nope. That's what I get for thinking. Yeah, this agent can't move anymore on this turn either. So, yeah, I mean, there's quite a few Macedonian forces around as well. Feeling pretty good about the scenario. Corinth still has a number of forces here at Thermon, but I think we can handle them. And Epirus in control there, that's good. Let's send our fleet up to see if we can assist Epirus. And let's cease raiding here. And since Sparta doesn't want to capitulate, let's put them under siege and force them to either cower or fight.
Besieging the settlement.
So, yep. Gotta put them under control. Let's take a look and see if there's any... Yeah, in Athens we could go ahead and build this open air market because we can take a little bit of a public order hit there. So that should be worth it. Let's take a look at all my other provinces here. Evia, or however that's pronounced. Probably go ahead and do that too. It's only 2 more to disorder, so that should be safe there. Attica is good. What do I really get from this? Hoplites, archers, unlocks Hippeus. It's honestly not a big deal. Don't really see that being worth it. Should be fine there. Don't really have the public order to do the upgrades I want there. At Sparta, we probably should go ahead and upgrade that temple. And then do the same thing here. Let's go to a... Let's try another market settlement. Because we get that wealth from commerce. And up here we could go ahead and... Let's see, wealth from commerce. Let's try this one here. Amphoria Maker. Boeotia, we can upgrade that farm. Little outlying provinces, doesn't look like we need to do too much. Okay, I think we are in good shape.
Commander.
Alright. Oh, we can issue another edict. So, if I'm looking at my most lucrative provinces, I would have thought, yeah, Thrace is under a tax edict, Attica is under a tax edict, and my next most lucrative province would be Evia, here. So, we'd probably want to put them under a tax edict as well. It's very nice of me to tax the crap out of all my subjects. And there we go. Alright, now let's end the turn. So that should definitely give us some substantial help to our income, having another tax edict there. And then we've got buildings coming online that should boost our income further as well. Got a pretty solid income, all things considered, because I've got several armies. Wintertime, of course, is hard on us because you could take a huge hit to wealth from subsistence. Okay, Ionian League. Okay, so we took some attrition. My guys that are besieging got plus 10 wealth from culture because of the Festival of Athena. Sparta is refusing to fight. They're 3 turns from surrender. Ellis is refusing to fight. And they are one turn from surrender. It'll technically be this turn and then another. And I can basically keep wrecking this army over here.
I do in my
Corinth is still harassing me with their agents, or at least thinking about it. Let's try to tempt this guy to our side again. Nope, my agent was wounded.
Ready for battle.
Let's maybe try to be a little more straightforward here then. Don't have the best chances of persuasion or manipulation here. But not a very big chance of being wounded either, so let's try it. Alright, well, we hindered him.
We hunger for battles.
And honestly, we should probably just go ahead and siege Thermone and force
Settlement.
Corinth to fight.
We
So
take this
we'll besiege them as well. So yeah, and that would give me full control of this province as well. That would be pretty handy, actually. So we are actually really in a pretty darn strong military position here. I don't really see anybody having the capability to wreck us here. Oh yeah, making a lot more money at Evia now. Good. Really hoping someone will attack me here, because we're getting close to the end of the episode time-wise. No takers yet. All of my enemies being very, very cautious with their armed forces. Ellis is finally going to take the bait, so let's give them a beatdown. And this ought to be the end. And I'm assuming they're coming out to fight me because they've been given no other choice. They're about to be forced into surrender. Okay, and they have chosen a rainy setting. Let's get my general in here. And let's capture this high ground here too.
As you command.
What was that? Highlight all? Didn't mean to do that.
Orders understood.
And I'm going to bring my Thracian Peltist from top of the hill down. Put some cav on each flank. Just light cav, so... Okay. Start the battle.
Yes, Commander.
Actually, let's hard group these guys so that they'll not let my archers get too far ahead of the rest of my army.
Reinforcements approaching.
Okay, there's some reinforcements approaching from there. Bunch of deer out in the middle of the battlefield. Sweet.
By your command. Right forward.
Okay, so there's Ellis' main army there. They're gonna move up the hill towards me, so this gives me a decisive skirmishing advantage now.
General.
Let's go ahead and move up a little more just to make this as pronounced as possible. Yeah, so having this many archers and that kind of height advantage, two of my archers are Cretan archers. This should give me the ability to severely punish enemy skirmishers. Archers, javelin. I'm most concerned about their Thracian Peltist. Mercenary Cretan archers. There's their Thracian Peltist. Let's go ahead though and hammer the units that have moved into range. And we'll pick a different target with these archers that's a little closer. I'm going to take my infantry and move forward just a smidge. Okay, so incoming fire. Enemy archers are going to get wrecked. They're already wavering. Let's start shooting at the javelin men. Thracian Peltist are now in range.
Javelin man. Hoplites.
I countercharge the enemy infantry. Give them a charge, not that a hoplite charge really means that much. Let's move up to protect our flank. The enemy Thracian Peltist are going for my general. It's an excellent target for them to pick. They are also being completely trashed by my archers. There's an enemy light cav unit just came marauding in here. Okay, we've pretty much destroyed enemy units. The Thracian Peltist, that's their one downfall, is they're not very well protected against archer fire. Got good attack though, but they didn't end up getting a lot of kills because they're shooting downhill into my men. I'm gonna push forward just a little more here with my hoplites, push those guys back down the hill. I'm being a little more methodical about this than I really need to, just because I can.
By your command, Commander! Fire on the enemy!
Let's go ahead and kill these archers with my Thracian Peltis real quick. Those archers running for their lives there. Poor chaps don't stand a chance versus these Thracian. And they are summarily murdered. In fact, this ought to be a fun place to use my Thracian too. There's more javelin men lining up that are firing at my militia hoplites. That's a poor target for him indeed. I'm gonna put my guys on fire at will here and let them gonna have a quick skirmish fight with these enemy skirmishers. That javelin men unit's gonna die.
All right! Cavalry, militia!
My militia hoplites lined up.
Hoplites ready! About glory!
And we can go ahead and retreat back here.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Militia!
Let's bring my militia hoplites up.
Cavalry! Militia! Archers!
Use my archers. Yeah, I can take this pretty easy. Ellis is really in no position to defeat me.
Get ready!
Some enemy javelin men coming up here. I'm going to go ahead and run them down with my cav real quick.
Light cavalry! Orders! By your command!
And I'm going to bring up my Thracian Peltis.
Hoplites ready!
Put these hoplites into phalanx formation. And we'll do my favorite part of each battle, which is watching my Thracian Peltis wreck enemies.
Archers!
Okay, my Cretan archers had an easy shot at those picked hoplites. Okay, my Thracian Peltis should have a good line here on the enemy troops. Can't remember if I left them in fire at will. Don't think I did.
Hit your targets!
There we go. Yeah, that's gonna be brutal. 41 missile attack into your flank. Yeah, you can see the enemy just dropping very quickly there. Enemy skirmishers mopped up. Okay, the enemy picked Peltis died. Or no, charged over into my archers. Mercenary Cretan archers at that. There's only 7 of his men left though. Let's just quickly murder them. My Peltis made short work of all these guys. Okay, so the enemy general is now about to be just shot to death by my archers. Let's put my Cretans on fire at will. Do the honorable thing and shoot these guys in a hail of missiles. That was pretty awesome. So, yeah, that was a less than pleasant way to
One of
die,
our
I'm sure.
units has used all its ammunition.
Let's bring my Thracian Peltis in for the last bit of action here. Watch them get into combat, so yeah, that's going to be an easy finish for the Thracian Peltis. They seem to do very well in this type of fight where they come in from behind, throw some javelins, rear charge. They seem to be very effective at that, and I think they have good armor piercing damage as well. Yeah, those units are wavering, and I've got Cretan archers here now. Let's fire into the back of these enemy hoplites. I've let this fight go on longer than I should, but whatever, it was fun. And now let's watch my Cretan archers make mincemeat out of all these enemy troops who are fighting my men. Yeah, that's ugly. Already in a losing uphill fight, and then you start to get shot to pieces by some of the best archers of the ancient world. Not the way you want to go, but anyway, Ellis put up a very poor fight there. I had everything going in my favor, position, troops, morale, everything. So, yep, destroyed Ellis, and wasn't too bad. Let's go ahead and kill the captives, and that's going to be it for this episode. Hope y'all enjoyed it. It looks like we're going to take control of Ellis. Sparta is a few turns from surrender. If they try and make a deal with me, I will allow them to remain, but I don't know that they're going to be non-stubborn enough to do such a thing. And yep, we have, well, we could subjugate Ellis. I don't see why though. let's occupy it.
Ready for orders.
Alright, so we have occupied Ellis. There was no penalty for occupying it, so that actually ends up working out good. Anyway, Heir of Carthage, signing off for now. Hope you all enjoyed this episode.